Two people have been arrested for the murders of teenage twins here in Birmingham. Stanley Chatman and Crystal Nelson have been charged in the death of 17-year-olds Jonathan and Jeremy Berry. The two were shot at their home on Saturday, and today we learned one of the suspects, Stanley Chatman, had already served time for a manslaughter conviction a few years back. And at the same time of Saturday's shooting, he was out on bond after being arrested earlier this year for another killing. So how does a suspect with this kind of criminal past get out of jail? Kalisha Whitman talked to a local attorney today to try to get the answer. Kalisha.
Mike, we know Stanley Chatman was out on parole for that manslaughter conviction, and I found out that parole isn't uncommon in manslaughter cases.
This is the house where 17-year-old twins Jonathan and Jeremy Berry were found dead. Now, two people, Stanley Chatman and Crystal Nelson, are charged for the deaths. But the question is, why was Stanley Chatman roaming the streets as a free man?
It appears that he paroled out, which there are some issues with people being paroled for not very serious crimes, which manslaughter is on the lower of the totem pole as far as seriousness, because you have capital murder, then you have murder, then you have manslaughter.
Records show previously Chatman was arrested for manslaughter. He served some time, then got out on parole. And at the time of Saturday's shooting, Chatman was out on bond after being arrested earlier this year for another killing.
This is a rarity where you have people in this type of situation who parole out, get out on bond and commit another crime. I mean, we've seen that recently, but this is one of those tragedies that, we only see one of these in probably a decade.
You say you've talked to some of the family members. Can you share any of their sentiments, or what was their concern? Or
I'd rather not talk about that, but the level of sadness that the family is experiencing right now, and the level of disappointment and just a sense of loss when you have two family members murdered, it's something that really shakes your entire core.
And in this case, it's leaving people with more questions than answers.
hopefully we'll have the answers to some of those questions after the holiday. Ani?
Thank you, Kalisha.